Yo, what is going on, guys? This is Professor 7 here, and in this video I'll be demonstrating to you guys the proper way to play Epic 7 for anyone who is curious to play the game, or if they're new, if they want to test it out. So the first thing you have to do is, well, create an account. After you create an account, keep that account. This is not one of those gacha games where you have to make multiple accounts, so you only need to make one. After that, click tap to start. When the game starts, you'll be introduced to a tutorial system explaining the background of the game. You can skip this or you can read through the story, whatever you want. I'm going to skip this, so I'm going to top right here and click confirm. The game then proceeds to, well, explain the game for you. You can again skip the tutorial by doing nothing, just by waiting for a couple of seconds. A skip tutorial button appears. Now that doesn't really skip the entire tutorial, it just skips the whole kind of overlay that appears to you. But you still have to go and process through the game and complete the tutorial. Once you complete the tutorial, you'll be given this little cutscene animation. You can also skip this as well just by left clicking, and it says tap or tapping the screen, and then it says tap the screen again to skip the video, and I will. Once you have completed the tutorial, you'll be introduced with this check-in reward. So if you log in once every day, you will get these rewards. And I highly encourage you to log in at least once a day, because there are some rewards, such as the ones to the far right, like Galaxy Bookmarks, 4-5 Summon Ticket, Artifact, and of course your free Terra Phantasms that you can get once every month. Very recommended. Please do this. Another bonus thing is a new player check-in event that new players can get. Again, just log in continuously through 7 days and you'll be able to get these good gears. The one things you got to really focus on is the third and fifth day. The third day gives you a free 75 level attack set, and the fifth day gives you your free HP set. Long story short, this right here is for your frontliner. You'll be using this pretty much most of the game until you reach the end. This will also be used for the most of the game because this will be your attack set. It'll be given to your dead DPS carry. You are also given 2 account buffs that I highly recommend using. If you are a person who's busy, you may not be able to use this to the full extent, but I at least recommend 1-2 hours every day to put some grind in. This is 6-day bonus, so if you're a person who has a lot of free time, I really recommend exploiting this and play the game as much as possible. I really do recommend not skipping the tutorial if this is your first time going through the motions, so just listen to it as it goes. The tutorial system pretty much explains everything you need to do. I'm just here to tell you how to properly start the game so you won't mess up in the future. Okay, so if you just continue the story and you continue your progress as you normally do, follow the tutorial, etc, 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 you will then eventually, once you beat a mission 1-4, you will be unlocking this thing. Now, this is essentially where the video shall be kicking off, and this is probably the first crucial step, if not the crucial step, to begin your Epic 7 journey. Let's get started. So let me explain how summon works in this game. So let's talk about how summoning works, right? So there are 6 different types of summoning methods. There are banners, there are covenant summons, mystic summon, moonlight summon, friendship summon, and selective summon. The only things you have to worry about right now is selective summoning, right? So selective summoning is something that you'll be doing only in the very beginning. This is one of those very few gacha games that are very free-to-play friendly, and that is basically give you a guaranteed 5-star of your choice in the early game. Now, there is of course a bit of RNG. You don't get to choose specifically which 5-star you want, but you get 30 chances to get a character that you desire. If you wish to know what the rates are, you can look over here. Actually, it doesn't show you the rates. Okay, I guess not. But these are the 5-star characters you'll be looking at. And this is their priority, not the 5-star artifacts. Ignore that. Those are artifacts. Those are not heroes. You want to focus on heroes. And the one hero you will need to focus on is this, Sigrid. She is going to be the only character you'll be trying to summon for. If you look at the dates or the old videos of, old content creators with the old videos of, or websites that are telling you to summon, let's say, a lot of them will say Vildred. right? Vildred is outdated. He is no longer the best selective summon. The current best selective summon is Sigrid. Why? Because you're trying to achieve a Wyvern team for the mid game, because the mid game is going to be the most valuable part of the game, even actually all around the game. You'll always be farming Wyvern. You'll never stop not farming Wyvern. So Sigrid will be your character that could help you and make it easier for you to develop a good team for Wyvern. I will talk more about Wyvern as I progress through the game, because this is a play-by-play. Essentially, what you're seeing is what you're going to be experiencing too, and I will try my best to specifically note certain things that are very important for you new players to understand. Okay, now let's go and click Summon Preview. Remember, we're trying to get Sigrid. Sigrid is the character that every new player should strive for. Not Vildred, not Ravi, not anyone else that those websites tells you. You would want to get Sigrid, because again, the purpose of this game is to develop your Wyvern team in the end. You can left click, you can tap the screen here to just ignore all these visuals and click Next. Okay, so this is a very poor draw for first attempt. The only thing I got was a 4-star, which is an artifact. So we're gonna go ahead and click summon again. You do not keep these. You're essentially drawing a new deck every single time you don't want. Every time you are not pleased with the results that you have gotten. Another bad roll. Okay, first attempt and I got her. I have achieved Sigrid. First attempt for the, I should say, the first account attempt, essentially. The reason why I say first account is because if you are a unlucky individual and you use up all your 30 summons, you will have to create a new account. But let's talk about this role right now. Unfortunately, I do not see Lena or Momo or Alexa, so we won't be starting with those characters. But we got Arceus, which is a great artifact for PvP and general PvE content. And then we also got Sigrid, which is the character that we want. This is the character you want, and trust me, this is a Wyvern unit. She's mostly good for Wyvern, but she can also be played in other PvE aspects of the game. So we're gonna click confirm here once we have gotten Sigrid, and we got it. Okay, so I'm actually kind of glad and disappointed I didn't get to, because now I don't want to restart my account because I got the character I want. But let's say you didn't. Let's say you didn't get Sigrid and use up all 30 of your attempts. Do you just make a new account? Do you just, suffer again? No. And what's cool about this game is that you actually don't need to make a new account. All you gotta do is restart your account. So in other words, everything that you've experienced up until this point, you'll have to do again. But of course, because you've witnessed the first tutorial, you'll be skipping every single tutorial, so that sheds off maybe 5 to 10 minutes of the time wasted. So what you want to do is you want to go click on the top right corner or tap whatever you're on, phone or computer, then click on the gear, and then you want to go to account settings and click delete account. Remember, it does not actually mean delete, though. It doesn't delete your account, it just simply restarts your account. So you don't have to make a new account or anything like that. You can keep using the same email and the same password, blah blah blah. So go ahead and type in delete all server account information and then click confirm, and then you start from you'll start to the tutorial again and do the whole process again over until you beat the big wolf boss in the missions again, and then you get to summon once more. Some people like me who just got lucky with the first attempt just only spent 10 minutes. Other people who are less unfortunate may have to spend half an hour, or even more, depending on how serious they are about this game. As I warn you right now, if you do not get Sigrid in this game, you're going to have a harder time. Not impossible, but you're going to have a harder time in the mid game to form your Wyvern team. And again, I will talk more about Wyvern once I get into once I attempt my Wyvern runs for these Let's Play-by-Play walkthrough. Now, before I end this video, this is going to be some quick tips and tricks for new players. One thing to note, in adventures, It is extremely important to 3-star every single mission, which means this. So I didn't 3-star this one. Let's look at why. So if you look at the top right, whatever time you enter our mission, you will see initial clear, story clear, and then generally some other challenge, right? Sometimes there's 2 challenges rather than 1. Sometimes there's 3. Actually, I don't think there's 3. There's only 2. This one have 1 Soliver in the team. So I did not put a Soliver in my team, which I will do now. And that should meet requirements. All you gotta do is repeat the battle. But do you see the problem here? Stamina. This game has a stamina system, so you can only play a limited amount of times per day. So it's very important to be efficient and not make any mistakes. So it is best to 3-star every single mission once. I know it's kind of unfun. Some of the challenges kind of ruin your team composition, but it's better than wasting 16 energy just to redo the whole mission aspect. Second tip I'm going to give you is to hoard your sky stones until I say what to use it for, because for now you don't have to worry about anything. The first thing you should be doing is just clearing the whole story map. Just play the story, play the adventure, and work your way through. If you're struggling on other things, please ask questions. This game will punish you if you are ignorant. Ignorance is not a bliss in this game. It is a decisive factor to your doom. So you do not want to be ignorant. You want to know everything. If my videos don't provide certain information and you're curious about something, post in the comments. I'll answer you. I'll try my best to help you out. And if I miss something in this video, in the next video, I'll guarantee to have it. And I'll probably put in the first thing in the beginning of the video, because I am trying to help you guys. Another tip is for people who wants to spend money on this game. I'll tell you this right now, there's a lot of packs here that will screw you over. $10 for a guaranteed 5-star and a artifact. If you have the money, by all means, do what you will. But if you are planning to buy smartly, I don't recommend this, because again, the only character you need for a 5-star right now is Sigrid, because again, you're focusing on your Wyvern team. If you wish to spend some money, I really recommend the monthly pack and the monthly pack 2. It's like a WoW subscription. You get goodies every day by logging on, and you get hero XP, you get gold increase, you get free energy, $15 a month. This is a good idea. Everything else I don't recommend. If you also have money to spare, you can also get the rank up pack, but again, this is for people who are willing to spend money in this game. Another tip is for people who are into the further of the game and not necessarily completely new. Do not ever use your gold transmit stones on the 4 or 5 summon ticket. Only use it on the galaxy bookmarks. Why? Because endgame characters are moonlight characters. Galaxy bookmarks are used to summon specifically moonlight characters. 4 or 5 summon tickets, not so much. Other tip is to use your silver transmit stones on Molagora and Giga Phantasms. This is very important. These 2 are very important. Also use from, if you have spare over, equipment conversion gem selection, which is for something more in the later part of the game, but nonetheless, keep those 3 things in the back of your head. Powder of Knowledge, if anyone here has enough, but I doubt it for new players. Something I really recommend is Song of Stars. This will help you in your Wyvern runs once you have Furious. Friendship. This is what you get for using supporters. It is a very free-to-play system. I really recommend doing this. When you play missions, always select a supporter. And when you have enough friendship points, please, every day, buy this ticket. You can get 40 free energy every day just by spending 100 of these friendship points, which, by the way, accumulates a lot. So you don't have to worry about being conservative with this. Your dailies is the next biggest important factor of this game. In fact, I strongly recommend doing your dailies in the very beginning of your day, so you can get the bonus gold. I believe it is right here. The second one, you'll get a 10% gold battle gold earned for 1 hour. So I recommend just doing all of this at once and then confirm and then get all the benefits. So do all of these challenges first, get to 100, and then left click to select to get all of them all at once. Make sure you also accept your reputation as you go, because some of these things are really good and beneficial. And also to level up your lasting effects. Let's quickly talk about connections. This is something that you should be aware of. That's how you got your first healer, Aether. The characters you'll be focusing on to get is Alexa, Momo, and Furious, which is at the very bottom. These are the 3 characters out of the 4 for your Wyvern team. Once you have all three of these characters, your Wyvern team is set, because you also assumingly have Sigrid, which is your 4th character. So let's talk about summoning quickly. The only time you should be summoning is if you have some bookmarks to use when the game gives you free bookmarks. I don't recommend using Skystones to summon. Just keep those for banners. The only character you need for you is one character called Lena. She is like this big buff woman who punches people and uses her fists. Okay, she's the only character you really need for Covenant Summon. Any other character you don't need at all. Just Hoard and Summon. That is the most effective min-max strategy. Again, do not just use your Scoutstone willy-nilly. You want to keep them and hoard them for specific events and use them smartly. I know it's tempting to summon, but trust me, it is not worth it. The only character you need from Covenant Summon is Lena. She is a 3-star character, so it's very easy to achieve her. Hopefully you can get her in just a couple of summons. If not, well then I guess you just got to keep summoning, because Lena will be your farmer. She will be the main character you'll use to clear a bunch of mobs and clear the levels really quickly once you achieve the pet system for auto clear. That's it for now. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please post it down below, and I'll see you guys next time.